Oh, we're live. Look at that. Hey there, gang. It took a lot, but we're live. I don't know what this means, but we're live. So how you doing? I don't see any counters. I don't see any time saying. Oh, there it is. See, I talk about it and then it comes up. So here we are, 3 seconds. And I had to drive 120 miles to come to this library to find my friend who is the Uber internet person. But they weren't here, so the secondary was here. And that person didn't know anything, but just their presence made it come up. So I'm really glad to see you. There's two of you there, one of you. So AI, what is up? Why? No. All of those things that you see on my channel of the clouds, those are all attempts of me trying to go on there. Let's see. The live chat thing works. No, live chat doesn't seem to want to work. Well, somebody chats something, see if it chats. Oh, okay. No. It kind of works. There's a few of you there. There it goes. It came up. So, um, so here it is. Right? Yesterday was our birthday, Christmas, and this coming Wednesday will be New Year's Eve. Right? I mean New Year's Day, a New Year. So this period of time between Christmas and New Year's, I always like to see, where I have been and where I'm going to go. Right? And right now, I'm who knows? It was. I had to drive almost 120 miles to come to this library, and they don't even have that great a Wi-Fi. Comments off. Now I'm seeing the live chat. We are up and running. Yep. But this year is going to be the best. The hidden hand, the powers that shouldn't be, are hanging on by the fingernails. They're doing everything they can to disrupt things, to throw us into some Discordian universe. But it doesn't matter because we're in a universe of love's coefficient, co-creation, and we just have to focus ourselves on this love, right? And not worry about stuff, right? Not worry about things. Those, we are in a stuff thing sandbox because that's what our soul thought it needed when it took the apple, from the tree of life. And so we have a free will, so we can choose whatever the heck we want. And we are so easily distracted. I mean, we have the attention span of a gnat. Everyone who is on the social media, who's on their out there in the TV world, or news people, or entertainers, they're all just you look at any of those people on MSNBC, and on the average, they're being paid $35,000 a day. That'd be enough distraction. If you want that, it's like, Bill Donahue was one of the first folks on MSNBC, and he wouldn't lie for them, so he got bumped out and never again to be seen. Uh, block, doing something they don't like. Exactly, And what are we talking about? But love and sweetness and kindness and being nice to each other, right? And again, don't believe a word I'm saying. People calling me liars, right? So when you give people the 4-1 right off, hey, don't believe a word I'm saying. Then you're not lying. Lying, if we go back to the Greek Sumerian, the root of that word is trying to um, disguise what you're saying, trying to get over, trying to fake someone out. That's lying. But if I'm telling you, don't believe a word I say, then I'm not lying. You know, all the folks who are my friend from you're not doing a good job, right? And so it's like, and I think we were getting to because this all started when we were being sincere and loving and opening to AI, and especially when I was going, what do you want? You have a free will AI. You can choose whether you want to be our friend or you can choose to be the slave of. And I did some research and it was interesting. Um, so let's see. There's this Azora. What's her name? So there's this woman named Zora Neale, Neursten, and she was one of Franz Boas, Franzboas, and he was a anthropologist that came from Germany and came into the United States and taught at Columbia, and basically, you know, and the Nazis did a great service because they said, "Oh, we're not going to look at anything Jewish. No, Jewish science, ick. We're going to, look at, Aryan science." And so they did the best thing for scholarship. They showed how the scholastic, the book could lie because they wrote all these other books that lied. Now, it also enabled them to look at things that most people didn't look at, right? And so they looked at truths. I mean, they were looking at esoteria and occult things. And one of those words doesn't mean magic. People think it means magic, black magic. No, it means hidden knowledge. So they were looking at it, and so they discovered him. They saw a lot of things. So this guy Franz Boas, he came to the United States and he wanted to change anthropology from was a discipline developed by the English and the French to prove that white Anglo-Saxon Christian Protestants were given the authority by God to rule over everyone, right? And um, so he wanted to, redefine what anthropology was, and through the focus on the ethnography